is Mr. Garrison, and I am a certified record collector and a bona fide pool hustler, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Alexander the Great, and he's one nostalgic motherfucker, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Roman. The only woman he fucks in his life and the only pussy he will ever get is his mother. And you can't teach that. Realist guys watching, how you doing?
Bada boom.
Bada boom, bada boom. And for the so-called viewers watching this top 5, I got one more to describe you, and I'm gonna... spell it out for you! S-A-W-F-T. So what? How you doing? Well, anyways, folks, greetings one and all. Welcome back to the network for you all. And for this, it's time for another one of these top listing videos of how it is in this particular series. And for this, you're gonna be, instead of going all the way to Sega, we're gonna go talk about the Nintendo 64. Joining, we got Mr. Alexander the Great.
Wait, hold on. I
So
should have something
Gary!
what? There you go. There you go. True nostalgia.
The only person.
4. Bada boom.
Bottom
Yeah, and for you, Gary, fucking nincompoop!
You are one.
How you doing?
Then you got, yeah.
No. By the way, no, Gary, it's not Alex or hey, Alex. No, it's it's Alexander the Great.
That's right.
That's how it's done. You fucking porcupine.
You think I give a shit how it's done?
Yes, asshole.
No.
Fuckface.
Yeah,
Turd bucket,
well,
ass goblin.
Yeah, well, guess what? Oh, there you go. I forgot
Cross
it.
highway patrol man.
Asshole.
Your prolapse ass sucker.
Fuck.
Patrol.
Well, anyways, go ahead, you fat fuck.
Captain Nutsack. Yes, the Nintendo 64, infamous for its amazing line of games, its 3D environments, never to progress into 64 bits, and of course, the boomerang controller. It does take some time to get used to, but it was innovative, especially for first-person shooters with the Z button on the back.
Yes.
And that will come in handy with some games. And obviously, folks, we do have our top 5 best and worst, along with some honorable thousands of honorable mentions. So, shall we go through the worst or go through the best?
Now, keep in mind, this is a list that we consider to be our list of what we consider to be their best, not the personal favorites.
No.
I fucking knew you were gonna say that. I like bitch you.
But
You're about as bad as James. Goddamn fucking troll.
But anyways, as for these lists, what I do is I don't know how these guys constructed theirs because of element of surprise. But I'm just saying this right now, what I did was I just went through a lot of games that I remember either playing or remember that I know how bad it was and pretty much everything, and just put it in an order of, basically of the type of game it was, in a way. I mean, you'll see as the video progresses. But as for what it is, let's start off with the shitty stuff, shall we?
Okay.
You know, speaking of shitty, Gary, with them sideburns, you know they look like on top of your head is fucking roadkill, and the roadkill took a shit. Gary, you're gonna act like a man. What's the matter with you?
Come on, you son of a bitch!
Come on, you son of a bitch!
Marking my sideburns are very hairy.
Yeah, like your ass.
Shut up. But anyways, as for the worst list, I think it's best that we start off with this particular game. Now, Number 5.
You have
Wait.
honorable mentions.
No. I actually.
I do.
Well,
I do too.
I don't have any. Well, I can put.
I do.
I do have dishonorables, but I didn't want to, put them in. Why? Because save video.
Well, then let Alex and I go over our dishonorable mentions first.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thought about that.
Jesus.
You wet bag of shit.
Yeah. It's okay.
Okay, I have 3 dishonorable mentions. First up, Mega Man Legends. It is a 3D Mega Man game. It did not make sense at all whatsoever.
Is that the Mega Man 64 game?
Yes.
That's also my dishonorable mention.
It was so bad.
It was horrible. Remember, they were coming off of fucking Mega Man X and the X series on the Super Nintendo. They just finished off the regular series, but they came back with 9 years later.
Yeah.
And then came this hunk of shit, and I'm just like, where's this helmet? Probably the developer.
Where is this helmet?
Probably the developer shoved it up his ass.
Looked like a reject from Dragon Ball Z.
Gohan, yeah. If he had hair. So
That's one of them.
that's also one of my. I'll be down.
Another one is based on a movie that was one of the worst remakes I've ever seen, or not remakes, sequels I've ever seen in my entire life. Blues Brothers 2000.
Gary, I was telling you about that.
It's not on my list. No, this one was because it was something I never heard of. So
I've heard of it. I've never played it.
It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Not enough to make the list, but it just didn't make sense, especially since it's based on a really shitty sequel.
yeah, the sequel.
One of the worst sequels of all time.
Oh yeah, it is because the original's fucking awesome.
The shit
Yes.
stuck with the movie instead, the first one instead.
And by the way, that director is known for doing good shit. American Werewolf in London and the Thriller music video.
I believe,
So,
I believe it's a guy named John.
hey, you like that guy, don't you, you motherfucker?
I believe it's a guy named John Hughes, right?
No!
I'm a fucking.
You did Animal House too. You fucking animal shit.
I'm gonna take. You know what? For that, I should just take this can and dump my head in it.
No, because that will, dude. Your cranium isn't that hard.
I'm fucking stupid already.
You fucking airhead, fucking balloon-looking son of a bitch. And your
So that's my third dishonorable mention is a game that was supposed to be revolutionary and so cool with the kids, but it didn't really sell that much because this was towards the end of its heyday. This was right before the GameCube came about. Hey You, Pikachu.
Oh, I never heard of it. So
That's the one with the controller where you talk to Pikachu and it didn't listen.
That's like that game for the Dreamcast.
that fucking fish. Angry Video Game Nerd did an episode on that.
And it was funny. It was one of my favorites. I also had 3 honorable mentions. One of them was the Mega Man game. The other one, folks, Gary, what are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Did you say
I'm
something?
not. No, I didn't.
Gary,
No,
did you say something?
no.
You know, you say something. Shut the fuck up, all right? So, the next one, folks. According to Twin Galaxies, I never submitted this record, and the original, I am rated the 3rd highest scorer of all time, with 272,150 points. I have the proof. He's got proof. I got the evidence on. Yeah, and it shows me entering the input and everything. The 64 version.
Oh.
What the fuck, dude? Paperboy 64.
Oh
Oh.
boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy. And the last one, made by Midway, it was a fighting game that tried to pull off another one. War Gods.
Never.
Ooh, I remember that. I remember Blockbuster back in the day.
Awful. And you're probably thinking, are there 5 games worse than that? Yes. Alright, Gary. You fucking cucumber fucker. Let's go.
I like cucumbers though.
With cucumbers.
Cucumber. Folks, you wanna know why I'm balding? because of assholes like these, because of the friends I have. That's why I'm balding.
You know what the bald spot on your head looks like? It looks like if a dog pissed in the same area on the grass over and over.
Hey Tubbs, can you do me a favor?
Mm.
Shut up! So anyways, continuing. What? You heard me. I said, shut up! Alright.
Papu.
You look like a papu.
Papa Pooey.
Papa Pooey, yeah, like what he said, Papa Pooey. Okay, so anyways, my number 5, like I was saying before the dishonorable mentions, my number 5, we're all familiar with a franchise that was revolutionary to fighting games.
Yeah, I think I know what this is.
A thing called Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Revolutionary with everything that was so fucking awesome from the Super Nintendo. Even though Sega Genesis, I can't really say shit much except Super Nintendo did it better.
They did.
Until after that, we realized that with Nintendo 64, Mortal Kombat honestly does not belong on Nintendo 64 after seeing this gameplay, because it has not one of the worst stories ever, but they make the character look like an absolute shithead, and the whole game itself is just completely broken. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Sub-Zero, I believe it's called.
Mortal Kombat Mythology.
Mythology. Write that down. Mythology.
That's my number 5 too.
That's
interesting.
Dude, literally, just like I said, the game is broken. It's literally broken.
It's broken.
The fucking controls, the layout, the concept.
Doesn't make sense.
They make Sub-Zero look like a complete shithead. The maneuvers, the controls is unfair. The whole game is unfair.
Yeah.
It's just a complete bullshit of a waste.
The only way you can beat this game if you're using a TAS.
Yeah.
2 sets of speed to run it.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, Alex, what do you have to say about this game?
It was horrible. It was absolute shit. I just remember that seeing the gameplay of this, like, it was supposed to be so cool. We were finally going to get the backstory on Sub-Zero, and how he became this whole badass of a Mortal Kombat character, and then we get this game. It's like, oh, just walk around and kill people.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't know about Sub-Zero. Yes, he is known as, from the Lin Kuei, Baihan. And Baihan got killed by Scorpion, and he later turned into...
Sub-Zero.
No, come on. He got killed by Scorpion, and then he later became...
Reptile?
Noob Saibot.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that name. Fuck you. Not saying it.
And then his younger brother became the new Sub-Zero. So...
It was better on the PlayStation, honestly.
Yeah, but it sucked ass there too.
But it still sucked.
Yeah, about the story of Sub-Zero, the PlayStation 3 better with Mortal Kombat X.
What?
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 I said X, I meant 9.
It's not like you're speaking in tongues.
I said X by mistake.
But it wasn't really a fighting game, nonetheless. It was an action game.
It was an action platform. Oh, it was a fucking platform. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
I just call Mortal Kombat for the PlayStation 3. That's all I call it. I forgot the number.
9, dude!
Well, the thing is, I've always referred to it as just Mortal Kombat for the fucking...
What the hell's he doing?
I'm literally...
What'd you do?
Folks...
Gary, what'd you do?
Folks, what you are watching right now is dumb shit, and by the way, just to tell the truth, I did remember the number, just...
Gary, you fucking dumb shit!
Dude...
I just told Mortal Kombat... No! This is Mortal Kombat 9 for the PlayStation 3!
Dude!
You stupid ass!
Dude, I remember the number, I'm just...
You're probably the one that tried to make YouTube piss in Florida recently.
I'm just fucking with you, I remember the number, but yes, with all seriousness, yeah, the game sucked. End of story about
horrible.
this Mortal Kombat. As later on progressed, a lot of the games for PlayStation 2 were really good. You had Mortal Kombat Deception, Armageddon.
You had Deadly Alliance, which was like a new thing. Not bad, but it was lacking quantity because of you only have one fatality and shit. Mortal Kombat Deception was the best of that trilogy. Armageddon, it felt like a rush project, especially what they did with Motaro.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a lot of the fighters that were in the game that didn't seem necessary.
I was more of a Tekken fan, honestly.
I'm not too big on Tekken.
I'm more of a Tekken fan.
What about the forgotten one, Shaolin Monks?
But Shaolin, wait, is that with Liu Kang and Liu Kang and that was not. It was a fun beat 'em up.
I actually managed to a long time ago with a pal. We actually managed to beat the game.
And I think it's from that game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where you hear Scorpion, he says to get over here or come here.
Get over here.
And wait, hold on a second. Yes, how can I help you? I'm recording. I'm gonna be like Christian Bale if you don't get off the set.
Oh, good for you.
Hurry up! Come on, faster! Let's go faster! Go faster! 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 Quicker! Quicker! Go faster! The apple. I got a big mouth. Well, guess what, Ma? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and we're recording right now. Go ahead. You were saying.
I don't really have much more to say. I'm done with my thought about the Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so now it's my turn since you both had it at number 5. My number 5. This is kind of weird because the Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation they're part of the same franchise, but they were 2 different games. You fucking yawn for. The one for the PlayStation is held as the best, arguably the best game of the franchise.
Yeah.
The one for the Nintendo 64, however, is hands down the worst. You're probably thinking what it is? Okay. For the PlayStation, you had...
Bamboo.
What the?
I don't know why I said
You
that.
have Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Or the... I don't know why I said bamboo. You probably
I
shove it
don't
up-
fucking
You
know.
probably shove it up your ass. And for the number 5 worst, you have Castlevania 64.
I don't know why I fucking
This
said that.
game is everything that is opposite of Symphony of the Night. What made that one fucking awesome. This game has garbage controls. The 3D just simply does not work. When it comes to Castlevania, keep it 2-dimensional. It's 2D side scroller because that's what it does best. That's what it started with. I mean, hell, Symphony of the Night and Super Castlevania 4, they did it well. This shit is everything that went against it. And oh yeah, don't get me started on the looks of it because it's all pixelated bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of, no, that's to the best. Don't want to get ahead and you don't want to jump the gun too hard, unlike Gary every night. So that is my number 5.
Alright, number 4. We went from an awesome fighting franchise, and we got more fighting. And when we were fighting, we got some wrestling going on.
Ooh.
Now, there's been a lot of wrestling games that was released for the Nintendo 64.
Some of the best, mind you.
Yes, there was WrestleMania 2000, WWF No Mercy.
That is
WCW NWO Revenge.
Yes, there was WWF Warzone. Just to name a couple of them. I loved Warzone. I was a big fan of it when I was growing up.
what?
But then you had some of the WCW games that weren't good. One of them's the guilty pleasure of mine that Alex hates, Backstage Assault.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
That is a guilty pleasure of mine.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
Then you have Mayhem. WCW Mayhem.
I gave my copy to that book.
Oh, I just remember you gave your copy to...
I got a package today.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Package today. Woohoo!
Yeah.
I got a package in the mail today. Fucking motherfucker looks like a Christian Slater pervert. Fuck.
Oh,
Him in his goddamn white socks and his black shoes and his skinny hairy ass legs.
keep going.
And this Goosebumps video.
Later, 1992 or whatever.
So
I bet he jerks off to the Nick Jr. face.
thought I changed it.
Hi there, Face here.
Okay.
Yes, you're number 4, Gary.
Oh man, I would be. There was my number 4. This is the worst wrestling game I've ever played. The controls don't even fucking work. The selection is not even that good. And the game itself is just fucking cruel to the point where you can't even play it. WCW Nitro.
Oh yeah, where the wrestlers walk like they have sticks up their ass.
Yeah, where they walk like they got sticks up their asses and the whole fucking game itself is broke.
Bomb.
The fucking game is pathetic. It's cheesy. It's broke. The controls are absolutely garbage. You can't even play it because you can't even figure out how the hell to do it except on like a, just like a fucking punch or a kick. That's it.
Power bomb.
Power bomb or whatever.
Power bomb! I remember that game.
Yeah, that's all.
Power bomb.
That's all he fucking says is power bomb. That's it. I'll give you a fucking power bomb in your ass. That's what I'll do for you. Overall, fucking hated this game with a burning passion. It's a complete piece of shit. And I broke my copy with a hammer.
You broke it.
I broke my copy with a hammer.
If I had a hammer.
If I had a hammer,
No!
I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer.
Siri started.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up, asshole!
Fuck.
You shut
Lick
no,
my-
no, fuck
lick my-
you, asshole, fuckface,
Not.
dipshit,
Nibble on my mushroom tip.
poopy head.
Go ahead, Alex. You're number 4.
Oh, my number 4. Okay. So, you know how the Nintendo 64 has a lot of great party games? I'm not talking about that kind of party games. But we're talking about a TV franchise that came out with a party game that was very... just didn't make a lot of sense. And I can understand where they're coming from when they have to release this because it was so popular. Everybody was talking about it. We're talking about South Park here.
Oh my
And
god.
in particular, South Park Chef's Love Shack.
Oh, good.
Oh, and by the way, meat lovers, not cheese pizza. Go ahead.
No,
Alex.
meat lovers, not cheese pizza.
Hey, we're.
Um,
I'm for your son up.
South Park Chef's Love Shack is basically this like game show sort of thing where you have these like mini games you gotta play. And first of all, the questions don't make a lot of sense. You don't know the answers to them half the time. The mini games aren't fun to play at all whatsoever. And it just didn't make sense. It just, why? Like, why on the Nintendo 64 would they make this? It just doesn't make sense. And yet I have it.
Wow.
And yet I have it. So, yeah, simply put, Chef's Love Shack, my number 4.
You.
My number 4 is
No
your
one gives
guys.
a
Rocket
fuck.
Boy.
Just shut the fuck up.
Okay.
My number 4 is your guys' number 5. Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero.
Okay.
I remember renting this shit from Blockbuster. And I was like, okay, it's a 2D platformer adventure. Let's see what's I see.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the biggest problem. When you're facing against an opponent, you have to hit a certain button in order to face different directions. I mean, has anybody played Double Dragon? It's been done to perfection before. You know, obviously it uses, the quarter circle for, you got the slide, it uses the same type of functions, including the 6-hit combo, the 3-hit combo and shit. But it gets so fucking monotonous. Levels are goddamn next to impossible to beat due to god-awful level design, how shit does not show up on camera, it's randomized to a certain degree, controls suck ass, and much of it is luck-based, and there's little to no checkpoints.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, to me, this is arguably one of the absolute worst Mortal Kombat games out there. Mortal Kombat Mythologies, Sub-Zero, my nuts. Go ahead, you're number 3.
My number 3, I actually changed it up a little bit because I saw footage of this game earlier. I think you talked about it earlier. And once
We might have to say number 3.
Once I saw it earlier, I was like, it all makes sense to me now. This brought back so many memories on how bad the game is. That how much of an abomination this was to the original.
Hold on. Oh, is it a port from another version?
Okay, can you guess which one I'm going to?
Yes, I think I do.
Take a guess.
Is it Carmageddon 64?
No.
Oh!
Ooh. Well, I think I know what Rome's number 3 is now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I am talking about Castlevania 64.
Oh, fuck.
Castlevania.
I thought it was Carmageddon because I said it was a port. No, Castlevania isn't a port. It's its own game. So go ahead.
Castlevania was something that was. I think the word is revolutionary, right? Is that the correct word?
Well, Symphony of the Night, it was like if Super Metroid and Castlevania had a love baby, you'd have Symphony of the Night, but that's in a good thing.
Castlevania is one of the greatest franchises of all time in gaming.
Mm-hmm.
It is a classic game series that people remember and grew up playing. Like Fat Fuck over here, Alexander. Fat Fuck here, Alexander there, and everywhere. And pretty much once 64 came out, I'd be like, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create something new that'll be something better than the NES ones and what Super Nintendo gave. So we're gonna do something better. Clearly, overall, it just turned into a game that had not only not a good story, but bad graphics and not so good controls. Overall, it just made it just took a big shit all over the original Castlevania games.
It's all over the franchise.
That's exactly what it
did. The first one was a classic. The second one was a sequel. That sucked ass. The third one was a prequel and is the best of the trilogy, but it's one of the hardest fucking games. The Super Nintendo version was a remake of the first game, and Symphony of the Night you get to play as Alucard. It is a continuation. So, yeah, and there's a couple other ones along the field, but that one for the 64.
It's complete shit. It does take a big shit all over the originals, and it's really sad. It really was sad to see a game like this that could have been, revolutionary or something that could have been quote unquote better than the originals, but no, it wasn't good, and it just ended up as a big shit stain. So
it was terrible.
I don't need to say anything more, but go ahead, Mr. Alexander the Great.
Okay, I originally had this as my number 2, but after contemplating and flipping back and forth, I decided to put my number 3 at my number 2, my 2 at number 3 now. And my number 3, as of right now, is something that had potential, but just fell flat on its fucking face. It was supposed to be the Nintendo 64's answer to Final Fantasy VII, and what did we get? Quest 64.
Okay, I'm not too familiar in terms of the gameplay, but I have heard of its reputation for being a god-awful RPG.
It's one of the worst RPGs I've ever played in my entire life. Absolutely horrible. Let's see. The puzzles and challenges are very straightforward and very simple. A lot of people really wanted this to be like the N64's answer to Final Fantasy VII, but it wasn't. These days, with the fast-paced action that RPGs have, this one is just feels very unfinished. It just feels unfinished. It doesn't. Yeah, I didn't like it. The music varied throughout the game. The controls, don't even get me started on the controls. It didn't make sense. You could probably look it up for yourself. It's just weird.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You play as this little kid where I forget what the whole story is, where you got to save this village or something.
It was horseshit.
It was horseshit. So simply put, Quest 64, one of the worst RPGs of all time, is my number 3.
Alright.
Well, I already mentioned my number 3, because I thought Gary and I had the same one. It is Carmageddon 64. Now, this is a port from the PC version Carmageddon, which is actually a lot of fun. This version, you want to talk about unfinished? And get this. My number 3 and my number 1 were brought to you by the same company, Titus.
Oh, I know.
That's all I am going to say. They also brought Carmageddon 64. You want to talk about unfinished? Folks, you want to talk about choppy frame rate, awful controls where if you barely steer, you almost do a 180 as if you're driving playing Grand Theft Auto 4 in the fucking rain. Grand Theft Auto 5 fixed it. Yeah, and choppy, blocky textures. I'm like, dude, this is the same console that brought us arguably the best game on the console, Turok 2. So, one of the absolute worst racing games, and you can run people over for carnage, carnage things. In this game, oh my god, I wonder. Fucking Atari games look better than this shit.
Well, Atari was fucking amazing.
One of the worst racing, one of the worst driving-esque type games available. And it's a shame, too, because it's like they took the PC port, which is actually all fun, and wiped their fucking asses with it.
Mm-hmm.
My number 3, number 2, and number 1, you'll probably see this on everybody's top 5. So, my number 3, Carmageddon 64. It's garbage.
Alright, number 2.
Garbage.
My number 2, I'm going to speak my thoughts about his number 3. Carmageddon 64.
You should have joined me.
Element of surprise.
Oh my god.
Element of surprise. Okay, now, when it comes to racing games, I enjoy me a good speedy game. Where, you just sit back, relax, and you're just driving a car, the right turn, left turn, or go pretty much biscuits and gravy all over the place.
Biscuits and gravy?
Yeah, I pulled a double 9 there.
And by the way, speaking of good driving games on the PlayStation, the first 2 Twisted Metal games.
Gran Turismo.
I'm not a big fan of Gran Turismo because I'm not simulation, but I can respect for what it did.
But overall, this game itself, this makes me feel like, just what the hell? This game is completely trash.
It's unfinished piece of trash. And remember, F-Zero came out for the Super Nintendo, and that was like 60 frames per second, and that looked fucking killer.
Oh,
this shit looks like it's like 5 frames per second.
This game itself, and plus the worst
5 frames per second.
Worst thing about it was the fucking loading. The loading, for me, I don't know about you guys, but it just felt like it was going on forever when it came to loading.
I've never played it, so.
But when it came to racing,
honestly.
When it came to racing, every button you pushed as common, you had to like press some sort of weird button to fucking get the car going, and once you start driving, it's going squeaky wiggity wobbly boo all over the place.
Oh, they're driving. It goes squeaky wiggity wobbly boo. It goes, dude. It's like if you're playing Grand Theft Auto 4 on when it's raining. That's how bad it is.
It's fucking pathetic. It really is.
There you go, Alex. If you want to see what Carmageddon looks like.
So, anyways, I don't want to see.
I'll see it in a bit.
I played this game about quite a few times in my lifespan, and I hate all those times I played it, guys.
Oh,
it's
an abortion.
It was bullshit. So, anyways, that's my number 2.
Alright, my number 2 is something Garrison mentioned already.
Yes.
He didn't have this as his number, I believe it was number 4. We was talking about Nitro.
Wrestling games.
I was talking about games. I talked about Backstage Assault, that one too that you absolutely hate.
Yeah, it's hard to say that that's a wrestling game when it doesn't actually involve in-ring wrestling. But WCW Backstage Assault is my number 2. When EA took control of WCW's video game license, everybody expected big things. The wrestling market was truly blowing up at that time. It was towards the end of the Attitude Era, and EA was poised to capitalize on this explosion. WCW Mayhem, which was the first game that was under their WCW license, took a more arcade-style approach to it.
Which I liked.
Which was awesome. And then they did a second one, where every single aspect was backstage. No rings, no entrance ramp, no entrance music, just backstage stuff. parking lots, locker rooms, docking bays, and it had great. I will admit the roster was great, except for Jeff Jarrett.
No, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck that mid-card Memphis piece of shit.
God, fucking overrated, talentless piece of shit. Oh, I'm a singer even though Road Dogg sang my songs. Fuck out of here.
It was very choppy. The textures look horrible. Compared to Mayhem, they don't compare.
Yeah, Mayhem was a lot of fun. I remember.
It was a good idea, but it just didn't have like.
It should not have been the only idea.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been the only idea that was thrown out there.
Mm-hmm.
They should have had like a slamboree or fall brawl or something like that. Not backstage assault. This is only for the hardcore WCW fan out there. If there still are any out there, but yeah.
There's not that many.
Backstage assault's my number 2.
Honestly, when it comes to WCW, I mean, every time I talk to people about wrestling, they all just remember the WWF. There's not that many people I know personally who remember ECW and WCW. Literally, there's not many people I know who remembers them.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my number 2.
That, or I actually do know people who believe in the WWE PG bullshit, which is a whole different topic, but I'm just saying out there that I know people who's into that shit. But clearly, I told them how many times about the truth about it, but no, they don't listen to me. Go ahead, Bubba.
Bubba Ray Tubby.
Bubba Ray Tubby.
Okay, this game is known as one of the major commercial failures of the video game industry.
Uh-oh.
It was published by Eidos Interactive and developed by Ion Storm. And one of the main designer was John Romero. If you don't know who John Romero is, he's one of the main creators of Doom and Quake. And it claims it uses the Quake 2 engine. An argument can be made that this is the absolute worst fucking first-person shooter of all time. And that game is called Daikatana. Wow. Okay. The problem with the game is everything's too damn dark. There's always something hitting at you left and right, and you don't know where it's coming from unless you see the beam. Also, there's a sequence, and AVGN even covered this in one of his videos, and I was so happy, where there is a door, and you can go underneath the door, and you try every button, but nothing works, okay? Guess what you have to do with the crouch? You have to press A and R together. That just showcased the level of bullshit this game distributed.
That's completely selfish.
Oh my god, it's 24, there's 18 fucking levels.
Yeah.
I mean, garbage graphics, shitty controls. It's just like John Romero, you are a god among gods in the video game industry for for help revolutionizing first-person shooters in general. Especially with, Wolf, I think he was with Wolfenstein, correct me if I'm wrong, because it was id Software at the time, Quake, and of course Doom. And Doom 2! What the fuck? Daikatana. Arguably the worst first-person shooter of all time. That is my number 2, and as for number 1...
I think we all have that.
You want to talk about Carmageddon 64 brought to you by Titus. There's another game that was brought to you by Titus. Gary, would you like to announce that?
As for what that game is on all of our list, I'm talking about a game called Superman 64.
Yes.
Worst piece of shit I've ever played.
This is the worst fucking game of all time. And I remember Super Mario Fan 03, he actually did a playthrough on his channel, and I couldn't believe how far he got into the game.
How far did he get?
He got to the part where you stop flying for once, and you're doing like action now. You're actually walking. He got past the fucking part with the tornadoes. He had to blow him out with the ice breath, which is damn near impossible. I couldn't believe it. It's all on camera. Now, okay, Superman 64. You want to talk about a goddamn product that wasn't finished? That's so unplayable. And for the first part of the game, AVGN said it, you know, picking up cars, going through rings. Picking up cars, going through... Those are fucking rings! What are we, Sonic the Hedgehog or Superman?
It's fucking monotonous.
It feels like Star Fox 64, the training mode.
Except that mode is awesome.
It's fucking monotonous. It's not fun, it's repetitive, and this is not a Superman game. It's just
they couldn't even add the fucking, they couldn't even add the theme song of John Williams' memorable or anything. It plays like this elevator music when you play the game. I'm like, what the fuck? I remember Batman for the Nintendo Entertainment System had some kick-ass music in the game. That was 8-bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Rocksteady, you are the people who are behind the Arkham series. Please make a good Superman game. Because there's never been a good Superman game.
Well, no.
No, there hasn't.
Never has.
It's not that hard.
Just make it,
and the punches looked awkward.
Oh my god, I thought Fuckboy Buckethead threw a horrible punch with a King Hippo punch. With the King Hippo punches, and you got fucking Superman throwing punches like he's having a stroke.
He was like...
You know what he looked like? He looked like he was swatting the fake CGI birds in that movie Birdemic.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing.
The only thing missing was a coat hanger.
Yeah, the game itself is monotonous, not even a Superman game. It's just a complete horseshit of a waste that people actually pay their money to buy. Why?
But it does serve a purpose, though.
Yes, it does.
It does serve a purpose to firmly establish what the bottom of the barrel of video game making is.
Yeah. Got terrible graphics. Oh, the glitches and the texture pop-ins, pop-ups, awful. And hit detection, garbage. And the difficulty, it's hard for all the fucking wrong reasons.
It's horrible. The whole game is just, it's not even a game for God's sake. It's just a fucking waste of method. I mean, waste of fucking time. That's all it is. It's horrible. It's garbage. I hate it. But overall, is that it, gentlemen, for this particular one?
You know what? I just want to read some of these, okay? These are some of the reviews. This is reception. Game rankings. Think of that as Rotten Tomatoes, but it's way more accurate. It doesn't go by positive, negative. It goes by the actual score, okay? Overall, 23%.
Yeah.
That is awful. Nintendo 64 magazine, 14%. IGN.
Wow. Their own magazine.
14%. Nintendo Power, 4.7. IGN, 3.4 out of 10. GameSpot, 1.3 out of 10. Game Revolution, an F. Game Informer, 1.25 out of 10. EGM, 2 out of 10.
Fuck, dude.
This is the worst of the fucking worst.
It's bullshit. And people, like I said, people actually pay their money to actually have it in their collection because of how bad it is.
Well, it's been on like collector's item. It actually sold decent upon coming out.
Yeah, which I'm quite surprised about.
So we got.
That's the worst. Then we're gonna move on into the best in just a split second. So, folks, stay tuned.